right now, Val. I think you should be called the Parfessor, because all this young man does is rack up par.
Parfessor. I love that, actually.
You are? Oh, he's the Parfessor. He's the Parfessor. Let's go.
And if you're looking for collaborations, try and reach out.
No, we're done reaching out. We're going to rely there on the folks there in Camden County, New Jersey, and hopefully we can add to this list in the near future. There's 4 courses in the whole county that are public. We played them all, and we're going to walk through all 4 of these courses, starting off at number 4.
Off Haddonfield Berlin Road.
And for the price, it's pretty reasonable. $13, a little chip and putt. Each hole's 30, 40 yards. But courses like this can sneak by you, and it did with us. So now we're out here playing this course. And I think we're going to count it as a golf review. The barn that you just walked into actually dates back prior to the golf course. The course really is a night golf course with lights on all of the holes. And does it get busy? Absolutely. This is a busy area for golf.
Now located in Voorhees, New Jersey, let's swing on into Golfland. If you played it, you know it's a fun course that's seen a lot of history, being built in 1962. It's considered a quote-unquote an executive course. You only need 2 or 3 clubs, and those are provided when you get there. If you want, you can bring your own clubs. It's an enjoyable round of golf with an interesting history because it shouldn't be here. It should be a development.
A developer has agreed to buy the 12-acre tract from the golf course's landlord. Its grassy fields could become the site of a shopping complex. But the project might take 18 months to materialize, a real estate broker says. That could provide enough time for a few more strokes on the patch of green.
And that was absolutely the case, and we aced it. We were able to actually play this course, which remains here to this day. Only $13 to play it for all ages, unless you're a senior, then it's $10. You can really practice your short game. It's not much of a golf course at all. It was even argued to even want to do golf reviews of this nature. But chip and putts are fun, and you get good at golf. This one, some of the holes go a little bit further than others, so what do you say? What do you know? As we move into our next course, which is a fan favorite, that is an old Kresson Golf Course. Grab a croissant and head over here. And it's a fun clubhouse to check into. And number 1 is pretty easy. I think most of these holes are pretty easy. Let's get real. It's only 4,800 yards from those back tees. Course opened in 1960 and is right across from the giant hospital in the area. Now, Kresson is an absolute gem that no one knows about because the marketing and advertising towards this golf course is pretty much independent YouTube golfers like myself, World Twilight Golfer, trying to bring you the best cheap golf you can find around. Kresson Golf Club does not disappoint in that department. It's only a $30 bill to play the course, and there's actually 18 holes. It's not one of those 9-hole golf courses. But the thing that gets tricky is the holes are interesting. This is a long par 5 here. The biggest themes about this golf course is random fences throughout the course. As you can see right here, there's just a random fence, and some of the other ones are on the left-hand side here and on the right-hand side going over that road when you check in. Now, before Kresson was a golf course, this area in 1893 was a sawmill that operated right there on the golf course. Now the sawmill became a flour mill and then was used recently up to 1916. Also offers major discounts after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's about a $25 bill to $20 bill just to play the golf course and walk it. Things get a little bit interesting when you decide to use a golf cart. It's a $30 charge to use one golf cart. Between 2 people, it's $15. And with only 4,000 yards, it's a very walkable golf course, but with a high slope. It's a slope of 81 or 82. That's not that high, but there's a lot of elevation throughout this course. The rating is a 62. So it's a very scoreable course. Long, elevated par 5 here, going right into a par 3. Things get a little interesting if you don't know where you're going. You can actually find yourself on the number 6 hole coming up right now, which again is another par 3. Not much to play with here if you're hitting a high iron. Course plays as a par 68, and I recommend trying to play there in the morning time because it can get a little bit busy in the afternoon. Par 5s are blind shots after the second shot. This is a perfect example here of a long par 5. You end up going up and down this elevated fairway into a pretty unique green. There's not much there to play with the green here. Bunkers on both sides. One thing the course does not lack is water. Most of the holes do have water on it. Some of those tight par 3s that could arguably make the course undervalued for the most part. There's a lot of good water on this course to find yourself in. All in all, this is the type of golf course that you're not really looking to bring a bunch of people out and play in, but if you're probably playing by yourself or someone else, this is a great golf course to go out there and learn. Try to get ahead of some people. If you're playing fast, you got to be careful on some of those shots because you can end up hitting someone, because it is a challenging, tight golf course for the most part. Now we're stretching, we're getting longer. This is almost a full 18-hole golf course. I'm hoping to get back over here and enjoy this round of golf, and a course that kind of is hidden behind the hospital and the shopping centers throughout that area. It's a tight area. As you know, Camden County, you're probably surprised they even have golf courses. Well, there's 4 of them. I played all of them, and we're going to rate them now going into Valleybrook, a course where we actually brought golf history back to the clubhouse, and that's a whole nother video. Walked in there with no tee on and see what they had to offer. Now at Valleybrook, being a Ron Jaworski course, prices can get pretty exciting and expensive. But on this episode, on a rainy day, we were able to find some decent tee times in the morning, and we're going to give this golf course a run for its money. So we're going to be bringing you those first nines and giving a little bit of history, and then asking you, is it worth it? And we'll be using those comments down below, and we'll see what we'll do. Playing from the back tees at this course, you'll be stretched 6,384 yards with a rating of 69.6. This course has a slope of 123 from those back tees. You want to play from the middle, you're just reaching over 6,008 yards. Now, I will say the back 9 looked more exciting than the front, and we'll put that into consideration. We only played the front 9 here, but we do give a rating out of 1 to 10, just like our other videos. And this one, we're going to give it an honest rating. The course opened for play in 1990 and was built by golf designer David Winkley. Now, with the par of 72, it also offers a driving range, putting green, and practice bunker facility. Now, the driving range is hitting off the mats. There's no way to get around that. Once you get out of the pro shop, the mats are right there. The course is pretty tight. There's apartments throughout it. And just about 10 years after that, in 2000, Ron Jaworski came in and added to his collection of golf courses with Valleybrook Country Club. The course is located in Blackwood, New Jersey, and it's another Ron Jaworski gem. Now, as much as we put him down, he does have a great list of golf courses. I beat him up. But Ron Jaworski, he has a monopoly over golf, at least in the South Jersey area. He's expanding, so you can't say South Jersey. But I like him. He's got some great golf courses, and he takes good care of them. I just wish he highlighted the history of the golf courses, but something tells me I'm slowly making a point to say that to each one of the general managers at these clubhouses when I'm trying to find the interesting history behind them. Moving into number 1, we have a great course with history. New Jersey to visit Pennsauken Country Club. And a lot has to do with the history of this golf course. Being built in 1930. It's one of the older golf courses that we put down on this list. It has 18 holes, and it was originally a private golf course. And we're going to talk all about that, walk through each one of the holes on the front 9, and give you an adventure of what Pennsauken has to offer in regards to golf. But currently, let's show you what the conditions are at that golf course, because you can see a fairway like this on number 1 is pretty inviting. And I will say this course might get a high rating in regards to our other videos. A lot of history and a lot of fun, at least on the front 9. Currently, the golf course is owned and operated by the Township of Pennsauken, and that's been the case since 1982. It's got those government conditions. The 22 golf rates of this golf course are pretty reasonable when you compare them to other courses outside of the area, and there's not too much in regards to public golf courses. It's more of a private golf course area, but it's also a very populated area being outside Philadelphia. For $48, you can walk the course on the weekend on the in-season during the 2022 golf rates. And it goes up to $64 for riding. That's pretty reasonable. It also can go down dramatically when you get to 2 to close to about 57, which isn't that dramatic. But something tells me about this golf course, you're going to want to get tee times well in advance because of the dense area. Being built in 1931, the golf course or private course at the time was called Iron Rock. Little to no information on that. Hopefully we can have some comments down below to kind of dig into that. And if needed, we'll have a comeback video. What you're seeing here is the first par 3 on the golf course, and it's from the back tees a pretty challenging 180-yard shot. You got to drop around those trees on the right-hand side. You can leave it short, and you can also have some good content along the way. You got a lot of cars driving in and out. It becomes very distracting if you're one of those type of golfers. People could beep at you. You just don't know when you're at these country clubs outside Philadelphia. The sand bunkers and greens were completely true. There's nothing that you could argue about them not putting well. They even looked pretty well in comparison to almost any golf course in the South Jersey area that is public. Until you go into like a Scotch Run or something big, where you're going to drop some money. This course is very reasonable for a municipal course. That's extremely impressive, and it will be calculated in our final score. Some of the downfalls of this golf course: since it's one of those older courses, it tends to be a little bit shorter, so it's a very walkable golf course in regards to that sense. But from those blue tees, which you're highly recommended to play from, you're looking at a par 7, and the scorecard stretches from those blue tees 6,250 yards with a slope of 128. And you can see right now this is a long par 5 uphill, and it gives that elevation that you didn't really expect here at this old country club. It's got a lot of play being that old, and it's those type of courses that sneak over the edge to maybe a 7 out of 10, and we'll give you that end of the review. If you decide to play from the white tees here, you're looking at 5,919 yards with the rating of 69 and a slope of 123. From the gold tees / senior tees, you're looking at only 5,432 yards and a rating of 66.7 and a slope of 121. There's a lot of cars again throughout this golf course. It's a very dense area. It's one of those Jersey feels to the course. They take very good care of the course, as stated, for being a municipal course. Maybe if you've played this golf course or you're looking to play this golf course for the first time, I don't think you'll have anything wrong, at least with the first front 9 holes, as long as you can stick a decent shot off the tee, 200 and something yards. The course does not play very far, and on some of the holes you could really score pretty well. Those long par 5s are not that long, with the course only stretching 6,250 yards from those deep back tees. It's pretty favorable, but there's a lot of elevation up on the tee boxes and on the greens here, as you can see up here. A lot of tight bunkers also right before the greens, and you can tell it's got an old feel to the course. In regards to rating online, the course is looking at Google about a 4.5, which is pretty good out of 5. All in all, I would give this course a 7 even. I didn't want to push it over the edge a little bit higher than a 7. Some of those courses that we have a little bit over a 7 are real gems of a course. This course is a solid 7, and we might even want to revisit this course and put it a little bit higher on this list. But right now, this is one of those courses outside the Philadelphia area that you might want to get out and try to sneak in play, because the price is right, and that's the type of channel that this course has to offer. To do it for our list. If you can get us into any of the private courses, obviously in Camden County, let us know in the comment section. We'd love to do a golf review on that. Nonetheless, this is it. This is all 4 courses. Hands down, the #1 course is the one you're looking at now. Keep a lookout for more videos to come. This is the Par Fester, an independent golf channel focused on fun, affordable